Hey guys, I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and Android keeps coming to US Cellular. The LG Apex in the house, we're going to do a full review. It's another Android device on the regional carrier, and it has a full QWERTY keyboard, just like the Samsung Acclaim. So it's a nice keyboard, nice mid-range device. Is it the best Android device to get on US Cellular, particularly when the Desire's out? The Acclaim, the Optimus U, several other Android devices are on the carrier. Which one's the best? Is it the Apex? Who knows? We'll find out in the review. But first, special thanks to our friends at Best Buy Mobile. They've hooked us up with a bunch of devices. Can't hook us up with US Cellular devices because they don't sell US Cellular, but they've hooked us up with a bunch so we can give them to you in our One Pop Bandit game. One thing I like about Best Buy Mobile, when you walk in, you don't have to deal with rebates. You walk out, you don't have to deal with messy paperwork, waiting 8 to 10 weeks. You walk in, you get that $199 price out the door and don't have to worry about mailing it back. So pretty cool there at Best Buy Mobile. Enough of that. Let's get into the review. Android powered another Android phone in 2010, US Cellular, LG Apex. Let's take a look. So let's take a look at the browser as well. And if you've seen previous Android videos, the browser isn't that different from any other device, but it'll be interesting to see, one, how it looks on a smaller display, two, given this isn't a flash device, the pinch to zoom responsiveness, and I guess two is pretty much it. I don't have any more than that. Let's see here. You see, I just can't type on that keyboard. Phone. Let's see here. Phone. I mean, you can see now, even for a beginner device, I like the Optimus line. I'm going to say this halfway through the review. I like the Optimus line. I would recommend it a million times more than the Apex. Personally, I think that unless you absolutely need the physical QWERTY keyboard. I mean, you saw the lag right there on camera. It's not that it's very poor and frustrating. But the Optimus S has none of that. It's running Android 2.2 out of the box, or Optimus U, I'm sorry, is running 2.2 out of the box. Decent device, 3.2-inch display, so same size, but works really well. And you can see, pinch to zoom as I expected. It's pretty laggy. And zoom in and out here. You don't want to do that. Very, very laggy. And again, it has a 600 megahertz processor, so kind of a last generation processor. But let's take a look here. Try to zoom in. You can see, I mean, it's responding slower than I can type. That drives me nuts. But frustration for me may not be a frustration for somebody that's a first-time smartphone buyer. But I can tell you, even for somebody that's coming in, and has $100 to spend, I wouldn't recommend the $80 on this unless you absolutely needed the QWERTY keyboard. Go with the Optimus. It's free after rebate anyway, so it's actually cheaper, and I think you'd have a better experience on that front. Otherwise, typical Android web browser stuff, new window, bookmarks, windows, more where you can change some of the custom settings. Very typical there, and not a lot of changes on that front. Now, just for fun, actually, we'll do that in a minute. Let's take a look at the camera. 3-megapixel camera. And with a dedicated button, which that is the one nice touch I will give them credit for, having the physical button, because half press to hold, autofocus, full press to take the picture. And it's nice for me because inevitably, no matter how hard you try to hold it still and take it on the screen, your hands shake, and it's frustrating to deal with that. So it's nice to have a physical button. And for those people that say it's not that big of a deal, I mean, it may not be to you, but it's just for me, it's nice to have that physical button. The autofocus seems to work reasonably well. Again, it's 3-megapixel camera, so the quality is not going to be exceptional by any means, but we can go into the gallery and take a look at what we just took. So you can see, I mean, you can make out the buttons once it focuses in. You can make out the buttons on the Nexus S. You can make out the dock here at the bottom on Gingerbread. But again, you see some blurring around the colors, and again, it's black on black, but still a lot of blurring around there and a lot of blurriness up here on the screen as well. Editing options, we'll take a look at those once we jump back to the camera. You can switch from camera to camcorder, and then you can click there and you bring up your settings on the right side, and you can go through those individually. Things like flash, auto or macro, and then general settings as well. Image size, scene mode, white balance, things of that nature. So you can do quite a bit from the camera, but again, it's 3 megapixels, so if you're taking it outside, it's fine. You do have a flash, but when you're in a low-lit situation, don't expect it to take phenomenal pictures. And of course, the YouTube widget is pre-installed on this device as well. And let's see, go to PhoneDog, or if we'll find a PhoneDog video. PHO. Cannot type on this thing. Phone. Ah, came up. Good. PhoneDog LG Vortex review part 1, for example, just to see a sample video. and let it roll and take a look. I don't know who that incredibly good-looking gentleman is right there, but that's a happening phone. You get the idea. The sound quality is very good. The picture's decent as well.
Hey guys, I'm Eric from PhoneDog.com. You know, the mid-range Android device launches,
And you can see
well, there's more and more
some settings as well that you can change. There's some modifications in the YouTube app. So it's cool there, cool on that front, and nice to have the media options. In terms of call quality, I've been very impressed with this device. I mean, on the call quality front alone, it's been clear. There have been no problems with reception. And again, I don't live in a US Cellular market. You can see the roaming indicator up there at the top. I don't live in a US Cellular market, but the roaming coverage has been great, and you know, they do a great job. So it's been very strong on that end as well. I'm not going to do a speed test, a network speed test, because obviously it's roaming, so there's no point. It's not a true testament to US Cellular's coverage. But this is an EVDO Revision A device, and call quality's been good. I took it to it's roaming on Verizon. I took it to Verizon Dead Spot in Northeast Charlotte, just past the university, and it did hold the call. It was very choppy, but still held it nonetheless. But I definitely want to do a quadrant standard test, because I want to see how slowly this turns out. So we'll take a look at it. But you know, overall, call quality's been very good. I've been very impressed on that front, and then battery life has been, you know, surprisingly decent as well. It's running a 1500. It has a 1500 milliamp battery. So I made it through the day, and I made it into, you know, roughly first couple hours of the second day with moderate use before it required a recharge. So that's not bad. You know, if you're a first-time smartphone user, you're using it to text message, make phone calls, browse the web every now and again, you might get a day and a half out of it. But then for people that do use their phones on a regular basis and check Twitter, check Facebook, expect to charge it every night. It is still loading. Wow. You know, it's absolutely shocking to me. I turned it, I canceled it, and then restarted it back up, and it has sat at the screen for about 10 minutes. If you look when I do the editing, you can see the time then versus the time now. It's been about 10 minutes, and it's sat in the same place and just is not loading. So pretty surprising, pretty unfortunate there on the LG Apex's part. So you know, this I rarely do I say this, but this is a device I would not recommend. I don't recommend the LG Apex. I mean, you look at devices on US Cellular like the LG Optimus U, and it's actually cheaper. This is $80 out the door after rebate. This is free after rebates, and excluding the holiday deals they're running right now. And much better, and just a million times better device. So whether you're looking for an Android phone for mom, you know, first time for yourself, first time for grandma, whatever, first time for the kids, this is the best entry-level Android smartphone out there right now. And they have a bunch of great options. They have the Desire, they're getting the Galaxy Tab, the Acclaim's not bad either. But I mean, especially that Desire, fantastic high-end device there, and a good entry-level one as well. So you know, you look at those and you're like, great, 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 decent, and then you have this that just you know, refuses to load a quadrant standard test. It's laggy across the board. I mean, it doesn't, you know, it's not responsive, not fluid at all. It's really unfortunate, but I just, you know, I can't recommend that to anybody if they were to come to me and say, what Android phone should I get on US Cellular? Entry level, Optimus U. High end, Desire, HTC Desire. Both of those are great devices. I've been super impressed with this. So this isn't a diss on LG at all. It's just, you know, it's unfortunate that this device is so poorly made, you know, because this is also an LG device, and they do a great job. I mean, the Optimus line's done well. In 40 days, they sold 1 million across the world. It's impressive, and it's a good phone. And you know, as long as you don't need that physical QWERTY keyboard, it's a perfect replacement to the LG Apex. So keep that in mind when you're shopping in the next couple of days before Christmas, before the holidays, for mom, grandma, whoever. This is the one to get. You know, unless you just absolutely love the physical QWERTY, I'd avoid it at all costs. Much more coverage to come on LG or US Cellular's LG devices, their Android devices, the Apex, and more. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/PhoneDog. We're giving away devices on a regular basis, and we're also giving away up to 100 iPads, BlackBerry Playbooks, or Samsung Galaxy Tabs. Very cool there. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/PhoneDog, like us, excuse me, and it's that easy. All you have to do is go to the page, like us, fill out some sweepstakes forms, and you're ready to go. And then we'll give away those iPads. Hey, you know, the chances are low, 1 in 5,000. Doesn't hurt. It's 5 minutes of your time, and you could win something. Be sure to follow me on Twitter as well. PhoneDog_Aaron. Ask me any questions you have about this. You think this, for whatever reason, is a great device. You think it's the worst. You think it's a pitch. You had it and returned it. Whatever. Let me know. PhoneDog_Aaron. Thanks so much for watching. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for continuing Android coverage. We'll see you next time.